Hi everybody, I'm back. Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Jules Entrepreneur Journey. Some things going on, pretty busy. So welcome back to Jules Entrepreneur Journey. So I'm here to just share what's been happening since our last upload. And I just want to keep you all updated. So that's why I'm here. In my natural element, I just thought what better time to just share, just get up, because I was on Saturdays. If y'all don't know, if I haven't ever mentioned that, I typically sleep in late on Saturdays. So there's been some interesting occurrences that has transpired since we last chatted, or since I last chatted with you all.
So here's the scoop, y'all. My husband and I packed up and hit the road for what was supposed to be an exciting weekend getaway to Gainesville, Florida. The mission, NHRA Gator Nationals. A dream come true for my husband, who's been waiting 2 years to see this race. Now listen, it was an 8-hour drive from Baton Rouge. And I won't lie, I was already a little on edge. But the moment we hit Gainesville, I could feel my husband's excitement, and that made the ride worth it. Kinda. Fast forward to race day, we're driving in, and suddenly we see a long line of cars going the opposite way. Then boom, it starts raining. Y'all already know rain and drag racing don't mix. Wet track equals no racing. But did we give up? Nope. We parked, we walked in, and made our way to the pit area, hoping the rain would pass. Spoiler alert, it didn't. We finally grabbed our seats, waited nearly an hour, hoping to see at least one car zoom down that track. But Mother Nature said, nope. The rain came back, and that was it. All that way for nothing. I was fuming inside, but I kept it cute and I put it on mute. I mean, this was his dream, and I didn't want to ruin the vibe. Needless to say, we will not be going back to Florida for the Nationals again. But we made the best of the road trip home. Had a few laughs, learned our lesson. Sometimes the journey's the real story. And this one, it was a ride. Now let's switch gears after that not so sunny weekend. I finally had the chance to attend my first networking event as a vendor. And y'all, I was pumped. This was my first event of the year and the perfect start to my 2025 goal, showing up and showing out as a vendor. The event was small but mighty, just the right size for us to get our feet wet and really connect with the local community. Every vendor and attendee brought good energy and good vibes and big dreams. I even had the chance to interview a fellow entrepreneur, Isaiah.
Here. And I just have a quick question, man. I see you over there, selling your product over there, and you're doing your business. You're a young entrepreneur. So the quick question I have for you is, so you set up your table, you're ready to network. What was the vibe like when the event actually started? And were you immediately interested, or did you have to pull out your best sales pitch?
I honestly believe the vibe. When I first came in here, we were actually the first ones in here. But when I first came in here, I set up and everybody started coming in. The music started playing. It was a very nice vibe there.
Okay, all right, good deal. Okay, maybe one more. Okay, so do you have to go to opening line to introduce your business, or were you freestyling based on the vibes?
I kind of freestyle. Some people came up to me with different questions, so I just kind of answered the questions, and then that would lead to sales or whatever. But I kind of freestyle.
Okay, good deal. Well, thank you so much, Isaiah. Appreciate it, and good luck with your business. Tell us the name of your business again.
Yes, ma'am. The name of my company is Billionaire Legacy. My Instagram is Billionaire Legacy with an underscore at the end. My website link is in my bio. I have 2 new drops out right now, so if y'all click that link in my bio, y'all can come shop.
Super cool, super humble, and full of gems. Make sure you check out his IG. As a small business owner, gaining traction locally can feel like climbing a mountain barefoot. For this event, it felt like a boost we needed. We got to share what we do, meet some amazing people, and walk away with connections that could really turn into collaborations. This experience lit a fire under me, and I'm definitely looking forward to more networking opportunities like this. This journey is just getting started and I'm ready for all of it.
And currently I am working on several projects because, that's just kind of how I am. And maybe I need to get better with that. But I just think that's kind of the way I'm wired. And as a female, I feel like that's the way we're wired. Doing a whole bunch of things, multitasking. But then I heard sometimes that's not always good either. As my husband likes to say, take care of one task and complete it. I try. So that's still kind of like a struggle, working in chaos. And I don't want to necessarily say it's chaos. It's just I'm doing a lot of tasks that need to be done at one time. So just trying to bring some order because during the week things get kind of crazy. So, I kind of use the weekend to kind of do my organizations, whether it's personal or business, so I can be focused. So what's happening today? I'm cooking today, y'all. I don't know about you all. So share with me how your cooking style is, but I'm the type of person that I like to cook meals that last past 2 days, 3 days. And if it's good, I'm not into all that cooking every day or every other day. Some people don't like leftovers, so they only cook enough for, 1 day, but that's never been me. I like leftovers. I'm busy between personal and business, creating meals that last, for several days, or I cook a large quantity that will last for several days. And it's just my husband and I. So, but still, and thank God he's not picky. He'll eat whatever I put in front of him. So today, I've decided to make, or what's on the menu here, I don't know. I've never eaten those type of beans before, but they're called pink beans. Of course, you all know that I have, or I'm transitioning to a plant-based diet. And I shared my story about how it was a struggle and how I just kind of just like threw my hands up and just like, okay, I'm not going to make a big deal about eating plant-based while I'm on celebrating our anniversary and vacation and all that good stuff. So I just decided to, if I could, find, good plant-based meals while we're out there, great. But if not, I'm not going to stress it. Just going to eat so we can move on and enjoy our time out there. When I went to go visit my cousin out there in Georgia, and I did share with them that I was transitioning because they offered us something to eat. What she was cooking was cornbread, collard greens, and October beans. Never heard of October beans. I think she had maybe like some type of smoked meat in there. So I said, sure. Because I think at that point, I had already decided that we weren't going to make a big deal about, eating plant-based if we couldn't find anything that nearby that I liked and all that good stuff. So ate it. And I don't know if it's because she was just a good cook and she put her both feet in it, or I don't know, combination, I'm assuming. Cousin is from the South and she did that. Ooh, I don't know. It just hit the spot. And I don't know if that's because, so you're eating this plant-based stuff, it's light, it's not filling you up. People who are from the South are used to eating, heavy meals that, hit the bottom of your stomach, just really it's very satisfying. She did such a great job on those beans. I really wish I could have taken some with me, but man, I just can't stop thinking about those October beans. I went to the store yesterday and I, bought these beans. It said pink beans. I don't know if that's a spinoff of October beans, but I saw the pink beans. I said, well, they look like they could be similar to October beans, so I'm gonna get them. So that's what I'm cooking today. I have some collard greens because I like collard greens. And I also am making baking cornbread. So I already had some leftover brown rice, so I don't have to cook that as of yet. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. While I'm talking to y'all, let me eat something because I hadn't eaten anything. Only thing that I consumed today, and that's not really consuming anything, I took my black seed oil and took my black seed oil. I got these pumpkin seeds. They're raw, so I'm gonna add a little oil and a little salt on it. And this was fresh pineapple that I cut up yesterday. What's in these pots? I have in my Instapot, I don't want my beans to be taking forever to cook. So pre-cook my beans, and then once they're pre-cooked, then I transfer them to the pots. It's infused with the smoked meat. And yes, if you're wondering, I'll get to that probably at the end. As far as my plant-based journey is going, it's still going. Obviously, I'm not at 100%, but so that means, yes, I still eat meat. So what's in here now, in case you're wondering, the smaller pot is where I'll be transferring my beans. I have smoked ham hocks in that pot. And then the black pot where I'll be cooking my collard greens. And I'm also tenderizing my smoked ham hocks to go in my greens. So here we are. Before I dig in, I just wanted to show you all before I ravish this plate. I think it came out pretty good, the consistency of the beans. So I think that's as close as I'm going to get to my October beans from last year on our vacation in Georgia, visiting a cousin. Here we have the collard greens, the brown rice, and the pink beans, and my vegan cornbread. The meat that you see is smoked ham hocks because that's how I do it here. That's how we do it in this household. I like all things mostly smoked. Smoked ham hocks, smoked pigtails. So for those of you who understand and know all about that here in the South. So that is all. I just wanted to show you all but yeah, it's time to eat. Our new re-elect President Donald Trump. I mean, I don't really talk about politics. They always say that politics and religion is probably two of the most controversial topics to discuss and can get heated, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everyone has a right to vote for who they want to